Hmm. No. Um. Ooh. Yeah. That's
Hello, folks, and welcome back to another week of learning in the Cavalier Music Academy at the grade 10 level. This is your learning continuity plan for Monday, June 15th, all the way through to and including Friday, June 19th. This will be our last week of any formal lessons and learning. Next week, we're going to do something really fun to kind of wrap up the year. There'll be no new assignments next week, but all old assignments and past assignments are due by Friday this week, please, at the very, very latest, so that I can assess them and put them into Power School for marks. All right, let's begin. So, like I said, this is the learning plan for Monday, June 15th, all the way through to and including Friday, June 19th. Just a couple of general comments. Please remember that this Wednesday, okay, we do have our mandatory or recommended Cavalier Music Academy Google Meet. That happens at 2:30 to 3 o'clock this Wednesday. We also have our two classes, our master class on Thursday from 2:30 to 3:30, and our musician circle on Friday from 1:30 to 2:30. So if you could please, if you need any feedback or want any feedback on your playing, or want to come hang out, listen to some really awesome music from your fellow classmates, or even from myself, come join that Google Meet on Thursday or Friday. All right, so just so you're aware, this week is our final week of summative assignments. So that being said, all of the assignments and work given out this week will be 4 marks. So please make sure that you are completing that, as it will be calculated into your final grade for the courses in our academy. The learning outcomes are pulled directly from the programs of study and the curriculum laid out by the Government of Alberta. These are the key outcomes that we will be finishing up this week. Every outcome that you see here will be completed by the end of this week, as this is our last week of learning. Next week, we're going to be doing something fun. Because these are the key outcomes, students in CMA 10 will have the key knowledge and understandings to go forward by hitting these key outcomes by the end of this week. Okay, your first assignment, Music Academy 10 students, is to continue working on your music theory online. Okay, this is through our digital platform, Breezing Through Theory. This week, you're going to be working on Chapter 10, which is all about minor scales. That work, please, is due this Friday, June 19th at the very latest, as this is the last day I can take in any assignments for marks. Let's take a look at how you log into Breezing Through Theory. As a reminder, you're going to type in your username, btfun6497. You're going to type in your unique password that I've sent to you in an email many weeks ago. If you've forgotten that password, please email me and I can get that to you right away so that you're able to get onto the system. So you're going to type in your username, type in your password. It's then going to ask you for your name. So remember, you want to type in your name the exact same way every single time so that the system can record your score. Okay, and don't forget to choose the appropriate class. And you're going to log in. Okay, you're going to go down to this section, Breezing Through Theory Next Gen Edition. You're going to click the large orange play button. Once it loads, you're going to see one of two things. You're either going to see just a play button if you've never used this program before, or you'll see another button beside it that says resume, so that you can resume from where you left off. I like to just hit the play button that does not say resume, which takes me then to the table of contents, the chapter index. As a reminder, grade 10s, you are working on chapter 11 this week, our final week of music theory, all about minor scales. So you're going to click on that chapter. You're going to go to the bottom of the page where it says chapter 11 contents. You're going to click on the downward arrow here. You'll see one lesson that you have to watch and listen to kind of help with these drills on minor scales. And then you're going to complete the minor scale drills As a reminder, this is our last week of music theory using Breezing Through Theory, and at the end of this week, the student in each class with the highest score will receive a prize, an e-gift card, at the end of June, or on the 26th, our last day of classes. All right, so don't forget, when you are finished, make sure you sign out. Okay. And you want to make sure that you also log out, because it opens a new screen when you first log in, or when you first go into the theory chapter index. Okay, and you want to make sure that everything is logged out. And again, folks, that is due by this Friday, please. It's our last week of music theory. Okay, your music history module. So you've had 2 entire weeks of working through your music history module. Okay, the music history assignment, the module assignment, is due today, please, by the end of today. Okay, you've had 2 weeks from this Monday to have worked on that, so that is due today for marks. Okay, remember, it is a summative assignment. As well, you will watch the last video for your chosen topic, your chosen music history topic. That is either history of Western music, world music, music and technology, careers in music, or composition. Okay, you're going to watch the 9th and final video on your chosen topic and answer this week's discussion question. Just a reminder, this is the last week for discussion questions, so please make sure you're doing them, as they are for marks. They are summative assessments for this week. Your third task, okay, is your final project. So that is due this Wednesday. Last week we talked about how to go about creating that project and what you need to do, okay? We're going to go over that again. As well, please don't forget, you can go onto our Google Classroom, and I will show you how to find our lesson assignment outline, as well as an exemplar that I've created to help you when you're recording and creating your final project. Okay, that again will be due at the very latest, please, this Wednesday, June 17th. Okay, because all marks are due this week, I would like to get everybody's video together and compile a virtual concert that we'll send out and you'll be able to watch and view next week. Okay, so let's take a look at what you need to do once more. So you're going to head to our Google Classroom. You're going to go to classwork. You're going to go under the Independent Music Project e-learning section or topic in Google Classroom. You're going to find the assignment, final assignment music performance recording. Okay. Here's where you will hand in your final recording. Remember, you need 2 different recordings, or if you want to combine them, that's fine. But you need an introduction, okay, telling your virtual audience who you are, what instrument are you playing, what music you're going to play. So you're going to tell us the title, the style, or the genre of music. If it is not your composition, tell your digital audience who the artist is. Okay, remember, copyright is very important. It's very important to recognize those musicians that you are covering their songs of. Okay, don't forget to tell me about how your creativity in the Music Academy has evolved over the past semester, but especially in these last 12 weeks of learning, of online learning. Okay, and the final thing for your introduction is to tell me how your experience in the Music Academy, or if you're in general music, how it has shaped you as a musician, okay, throughout this entire year or the entire semester. I want to know, your virtual audience wants to know, how the Academy has shaped you as a musician. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at tagrant@rvschools.ab.ca. Okay, remember, your introduction and your performance recording, again, they are for marks. They are summative assessments. Okay, and you want to ensure that you are as professional as possible in your videos. You want to make sure that you're dressing to impress, just as if we were having a very our live in-person celebration of learning. Okay, so you want to make sure that in your recording that you're dressed appropriately. Okay, perhaps try and stay away from pajamas, but dress as if you're actually performing at our concert, if we were to have one here at the school. The second part to your video is your actual performance piece. Okay, remember, you can choose between 1 and 3 songs that you wish to record. Okay, if you're in a band and you're working together in a band, you want to make sure that you have a couple of options. You can either submit a separate recording from your band if you cannot get together. Okay, if you are getting together, folks, please remember to ensure that you are following the safety rules, that you are physically distancing 2 meters or 6 feet apart when performing. Okay? If you are not able to get together with your bandmates, you can send me each different part of your piece and I will put it together in Logic Pro 10 as one consolidated piece. Okay, remember, please don't go over 10 minutes long for your performance. Okay, we have a lot of students to include in our concert, our virtual concert, and we want to make sure that that concert is not 4 hours long for our audience members. So please don't go over 10 minutes for your part. And please, again, that is due Wednesday, June 17th at the very latest, please. Okay. The last thing, let's quickly go over the rubric for this assignment. And remember, this is your last major project for the Academy. Okay, so the categories for the rubric are your tone or intonation, the rhythm, the pitch, the dynamics, the musical phrasing, your musicality as a musician, the articulation of how you're playing your pieces, and don't forget your introduction video introducing you as the artist to your audience. Okay, this category in the rubric is worth double the amount of those other ones because it is a major component of your project, and it will be marked as part of the final assignment for your audio-visual CTS module. I've also provided you with an exemplar that you can actually find on our Google Classroom. Okay, so please make sure that you are taking a look at that exemplar. It doesn't need to look exactly like mine. I use the app called Acapella, where you can actually put in multiple different screens of yourself playing. Okay, but this is just one example, my example of me performing the piece that I've been learning over the last 8 weeks. Okay, so please make sure that you are taking a look at that example. If you have any questions, make sure you're firing them my way. And again, that is due, please, Wednesday, June 17th at the very latest. So you should have been working on it over the last week and a half. Okay, so please make sure, well, you should have been rehearsing it over the last 8 weeks, but please make sure that you get that recording in by Wednesday. The last thing for this week is, like I said, our drop-in masterclass in Musician Circle. Okay, the masterclass happens on Thursday from 2:30 to 3:30. We will have another masterclass from the lead bassoon player from the Calgary Philharmonic on Tuesday of next week. We are able to get the bassoonist, the lead bassoonist from the CPO to come in and give us a little lesson on the bassoon. So please make sure you're joining that. That'll be on Tuesday. Our drop-in masterclass where you can get feedback on your performance if you wish. That'll be on Thursday from 2:30 to 3:30, as well as our musician circle where anybody can come play, get any feedback, or just come and listen to some music. I'll be performing on Friday as well. If you want to have a listen to what I've been working on over the last 8 weeks, you're more than welcome to do so. So that'll happen on Friday from 1:30 to 2:30. Just so you're aware, folks, in CMA 10, you are now complete. Your Safety in Schools modules, you are now complete. Your Media CTS module, as well as your Typography your Typography CTS module. As a last reminder, folks, okay, the summative assessments that are due this week, today, right? You've had 2 weeks to work on your music history module assignment. That is due today, please. Please submit that through our Google Classroom. As well, your independent music project recording that we just talked about, that is due this Wednesday, please. Don't forget to include your 45-second introduction, introducing who you are as the musician and artist. And for physical literacy this week, folks, I want you to listen to your favorite piece that you really like, or a song that you really, really like. I want you to get up and dance for at least 3 minutes. If your song is a minute long, repeat it 3 times. I want you to be sweating while you're listening to this piece and moving and dancing. Okay, there are studies out there, like I've said last week, that say by getting moving, getting more oxygen to your brain, you are more creative. So please make sure you do that. And the last thing, folks, is that if you need any technical help from Rockyview, you can email them at student support at rockyview.ab.ca, or you can give them a call at 403-945 excuse me, 4083. As well, Alberta Health Services, we've given you some really awesome links here if you need any information on the COVID-19 situation here in Alberta, and some important phone numbers as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week ahead, folks. This is our last week of learning. Next week, like I said, we're going to be doing something fun. Thank you very much for listening. And as always, folks, if you have any questions, please feel free to fire them my way. Have a wonderful week, and we'll chat next week. Bye for now.